Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Carmine Sabia here for Explain America. And Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez sent shockwaves in Washington, D.C. today with talk of impeachment. Before we get started, please make sure you like, you comment, you share, and you subscribe. I know I ask that a lot, but it's that important. It really helps us spread the conservative message. So she was on CNN's State of the Union today, and she was asked about President Joe Biden's decision to not want to expand the court to 13 seats so that Democrats can basically take back control of the court in an underhanded way. Now, what Biden said was if he were to do that, it would politicize the court forever, and there would be no coming back from it. And say what you want about President Joe Biden, he is, at his core, a traditionalist. There was never any chance that he was going to expand the court. Anybody who understands the man at all or has followed his career knew this. He is an institutionalist, so he's not about to expand the court. The progressives, the far extreme progressives, like Ocasio-Cortez, there is no institution or norm they are not willing to bulldoze to forcefully get what they want. And then, like I said, she took it to the next level. Let's take a look at what she said.
Congresswoman, you've called on President Biden to expand the Supreme Court to 13 justices. But even after Roe was overruled last year and this past week, what we saw with affirmative action and other cases, I want you to listen to what President Biden said. He said this on Thursday on MSNBC.
I think if we start the process of trying to expand the court, we're going to politicize it maybe forever in a way that is not healthy.
That you can't get back.
That you can't get back.
I'd like you to respond to that. And also, you mentioned a moment ago judicial review. Are you also saying that the justices' power should somehow be limited?
So I believe that if Chief Justice Roberts will not come before Congress for an investigation voluntarily, I believe that we should be considering subpoenas. We should be considering investigations. We must pass much more binding and stringent ethics guidelines where we see members of the Supreme Court potentially breaking the law, as we saw in the refusal, with Clarence Thomas to recuse himself from cases implicating his wife in January 6th. There also must be impeachment on the table.
So what you're seeing here, first of all, is she's citing a law that doesn't exist. There is no law that a Supreme Court justice has to recuse themselves. In fact, the Supreme Court is the final arbiter on whether a judge has to recuse themselves, and they're not going to rule against themselves. So there really is no mechanism for breaking the law. Justice Thomas didn't break a law, so she has no idea what she's talking about to start with. Then she talks about impeaching justices. Okay, how are you going to impeach them? First of all, you got a Republican House. So you're being ridiculous, and you want to impeach based on purely political grounds. You, Ocasio-Cortez, and people like you on the far, far left, like Elizabeth Warren, people like that, Adam Schiff, you want to use impeachment as a weapon, not as it was intended. You want to make a mockery of impeachment. You want to make it a political tool that it's not supposed to be. High crimes and misdemeanors. High crimes and misdemeanors. You've got to meet that threshold. People like you do not take government seriously, and that's why you're so dangerous. Folks, please give me your opinion in the comments on this story. Also, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Again, we really appreciate that stuff. I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.